Hi guys, this is Beto Chingon. Today we're gonna try to pass inspection for our mini split installation. Okay, we put this 12,000 BTU mini split with Wi-Fi integrated, and also this is air conditioning and heater. Okay, so it's hot and cold, and this unit has 22 certs, so the efficiency is real high. 22 certs on a 12,000 BTU. That's great efficiency, okay? And anyway, this unit has Wi-Fi, okay, Wi-Fi like I mentioned. And when you actually activate the Wi-Fi, you're able to adjust the power consumption. This unit has a great economy, a great efficiency, like I mentioned, but by being able to adjust the power consumption, you can go from 100% all the way to 30%. So you can drop it from 100% all the way down to 30%. You can adjust it to 35, 40, 50, 45, 65, 85. It's up to you how much power you want to use. Okay, so that's a great feature from this AUX air conditioning unit. This is what they call an alpha unit. Okay, let me show you something else. We're gonna walk to the outside. That way I can show you what it was done to do this installation on this unit. By the way, this property was in terrible condition and we're getting it all fixed up and everything to be able to keep using it. Okay, this is our power panel here, our breaker box, okay? And here we have a breaker that is 40 amps, and that's a salt panel. So that's going to a salt panel. Our salt panel is on the back of the house, okay? And we're gonna show you right now. Let's see, let me walk over there again. Gonna go inside the house, okay? And anyway, let's walk over there and I'll show you what we have. Okay, this unit here was installed by my son and myself, okay? We didn't hire no contractor to do it. I went and got the permit with the city. I present all the planning and everything. My son put this cage, okay? Just to let you guys know. He made that cage and I made all the electrical installation and everything. We put a power box disconnect here so we can disconnect the power when we need to work on the unit, okay? We run all this hoses for the, all this conduit, for the power, flexible conduit, flexible hose, We didn't put any cover here on this side. We just put the tape that you get from the manufacturer, to cover all the plumbing, all the plumbing and cables. Because on this side of the house, we don't get hit by the sun, we get the shade, so it's always shaded on this side, so it's actually good. If you can see, we go this way, you're gonna see our salt panel. Our salt panel here is working with a 15 amp breaker. 15 amp breaker, it's a double breaker. That way we can get 240 volts going to that AC unit. We also have another breaker here, that's a 20 amp, okay? This breaker is just for a GF5 outlet that we have here, okay? But the double one is a 15 amp, and that's for our air conditioning unit. We don't need more than that. If actually Home Depot had a 10 amp breaker, we can do it with that. Our wiring, we run a 12 gauge wire for this one there, okay? You're able to do it with 14 gauge wire. You really don't need 12 gauge. But we already had the wire, so we just put it there, And the other wiring that is inside here, it comes with the unit, okay? So we just run it inside the conduit, And also the one that comes from the communication cable, okay? We also run that one inside this hose, as you guys can see here, this pipe, okay? Well, flexible conduit, that's what they call it, okay? And our unit here, if you take a look, this unit is only able to use 5.5 amps, 250 watts, it shows there. This unit is an R410A, and it shows 230 volts. But like I said, you can use it with 220, 230, 240, not an issue. Amperage is just incredible. 5.5, that's incredible amperage. But like I said, we're running a, um, we're running a 15 amp breaker, okay? And take a look at this, okay? The wastewater, the drain water that is coming out, we're actually running a hose to our mint plant here. So it's what they call yerba buena. I guess they call it mint in English. But anyway, this unit, like I mentioned, it has a heater, okay, and an air conditioner, and it has the Wi-Fi too. This unit is just great. Right now, there's heat coming out because the unit is running and it's cooling down the interior of the house. Okay, so let me just close this salt panel here. And like I said, today we're just waiting for inspection. Let's hope we can pass the inspection. We just went and got the permit, and I told them, do we need an inspection before we start? They said, no, just go ahead and get it done, and you can just call us for inspection after you're done. And that's what we're doing. So we're waiting for the inspector. The only thing, inspectors here, you have to wait for them. And they give you a range of hours. They don't say, okay, this is your appointment at whatever particular time. No. They tell you, okay, if it's in the morning, it's from 8 to 12, or from 9 to 12. If it's the afternoon, then you have to stay from 4 to 5. Oh, take a look at this. This is another thing we did here. Our salt panel, just for you guys to know, every time you put a salt panel, okay, you need to ground it. You need to put a copper rod, an 8-foot copper rod, and put it in the ground and connect your salt panel to ground. This is our ground here. And also, when you connect your ground, you're supposed to also bond it or connect it to the gas pipe, and we did. From there, we're supposed to run the cable to our water line. So it needs to be bonded with the water line too, with the water pipe, and here. And that's what we finished. But let me show you something. Some of the inspectors from, different counties or cities, they want you to run your your wire, not cable, wire. You need to run your ground wire to your bar, okay? From there, you're gonna keep it going to your gas pipe, okay? But they don't want you to actually cut the wire. No, it's supposed to be running a single wire to do this connection here, and also to run the wire here to this part here, and from there to keep going without cutting it to the water, okay? So it needs to be bonded with the water pipe, with the gas, and also connected to your ground rod. And that goes all the way back to your salt panel. And just remember, in order for you to comply with the code, you have to actually always put a ground to your salt panel, and also you also need to add another bar. Okay, you need to separate your neutrals and your grounds. Okay, you need to separate your neutrals and your grounds. So you're gonna have your breakers connected to power. You're gonna have a bar also that connects to your neutrals. You're gonna have another bar that connects to your grounds. That's it. That's how you have to do it. You can actually mix them over there at the main breaker box, but not at the salt panels. Okay, so that's how it works, guys. So, like I said, we're gonna be here all day just waiting for this inspector, and let's hope we can pass this inspection. Let's hope we can pass it, and I'll let you guys know later. Okay, but for now, I was just showing you guys what we did here. Okay, thank you guys. Till next time, this is Beto Chingon. Take care. Oh, remember, we need more subscribers. Please, we need more subscribers. Thank you guys. Bye.